This broken couch really is in the way. Nah, never mind. Alright, so can I tell you about today's D&D session? Of course I can! I decide what I do with my life. You'll have to live with a dirty background. Hello! So, here's the thing. You might not care about this, but I care about this, so I want to talk about it. Just for myself as memory, like memory of this nice D&D session. Today's session was really nice, really great. I loved today's session. So, I'm gonna tell you what happened. But first, I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory of what happened before, because it's somewhat relevant. Our group, the Professional Killers as they call themselves, and I joined the party. Barty joined the party. We came to Secomba, a city, and we did a lot of shopping there. Although we actually had a quest, but you know, Barty completely ignored that. He went shopping because he loves shopping. There were also some nice sessions just shopping. But anyway, on the way there, one of our guys was bitten by a vampire. Not because the vampire attacked us, I mean, she did. But then we captured her and let her bite him. Because we wanted to see what happens if you become a vampire, apparently. Well, Barty wasn't really into that, but I as a player, learned that you should just let stuff happen and then fight it afterwards and not stop it. Whatever, he turned into a vampire. From that point on, I mean, Barty didn't like him before either because he was the fox killer, and him becoming evil didn't really make that any better because Barty is good. He's chaotic, but he's good. I had the plan to fucking kill him and then resurrect him because that's really fun. I mean, I was missing the rare oils worth 1,000 gold. I was also missing the 1,000 gold, but also the oils. Anyway, the plan was to kill him and resurrect him, because the fun thing about resurrection is you don't stay in the same body, you get a new body. I kind of would have liked to do that just to fuck with him a bit, just have him change race because human is boring. I'm a human as well. We had our differences, right? But you know, it wasn't so bad that we can't work together. I mean, he wasn't attacking us and he was still somewhat loyal to the party, even though his alignment changed. He did share money with Barty, and that was the point where he was like, okay, cool. Well, I can work with you at least. I don't like you, but I can work with you. So our mission was to go to some castle where there's a vampire and basically get a diamond or a gemstone that prevents magic from happening. So when we got there, we couldn't do magic. Since most of us are spellcasters, we're a pretty useless bunch. Like, Barty is already useless in combat, and without his spells, he's even more useless. Like, I mean, I can do a few healing spells, and if we're outside in the forest, I can even do some attack, call lightning for the win, but that's about it. Like, I'm not a fighter, definitely not. I prefer the diplomacy and the just shopping parts. Yeah. So basically, we went in there, just straight in there, because who needs a plan? And the first thing that happened were some ghosts. Ghosts came to see us. Barty has seen ghosts before. Let's not get too far into his backstory, but he has seen a ghost in the castle that he grew up in. Yeah, he was like, okay, ghosts. He tried to talk to them, but that didn't work. He also found a unicorn. A fucking unicorn. It was in a cage and there were lots of arrows in it and it was just on the floor and it seemed to have been there for a while. So yeah, poor unicorn. That was really not so nice to see that. And immediately Barty was like, I need to save it. Because he knows, he studied unicorns, so he also knows the language Celestial, and he knows that they are good. Unicorns are good. Their alignment must be good. Basically, there are no bad unicorns, so basically he knew that he needs to save it. You don't see a unicorn often in your life, right? Next thing he did was, you know, go up to that cage. Meanwhile, the others were dealing with the ghosts. Barty was also aware of the ghost, but one ghost, although following him, kept its distance. The others went somewhere else, and then they were attacked by 3 shadow dogs or whatever, like some dog-like creatures that spit fire. Barty, however, didn't really see that. He heard a bit of that there was something going on, but he was like, alright, there's something going on there, but he's a unicorn. I need to save the unicorn. I mean, let's be realistic. If Barty would have stayed with the party, he would have just gotten roasted, because he doesn't have a lot of hit points, and he isn't very dexterous. He doesn't have high dexterity. So those hounds would have just killed him, ripped him apart. And then he would have just been dead there. So going there wouldn't have been a very smart decision anyway. I mean, I had a bow with me that I bought, but I'm not even proficient with that shit. So I have disadvantage, so I can't shoot stuff. So really there wasn't much that I could do. Maybe it was a very dangerous thing to do to stay away from the party, because if I die there, then nobody has an idea where I am and what happened to me. But basically, they were just getting smashed. They were just getting killed by those dogs. And I just spent time with the unicorn, trying to get something out of my backpack. That took a round, because, you know, it's an action to get something off your backpack. I got out a greater healing potion. And one of the players gave me a look like, are you really going to waste that healing potion on the unicorn if we're dying here? However, Barty A didn't see his friends dying, and B would have still given it to the unicorn, because he first communicated with it and asked it, what can I do for you? How can I help? And it said, just get me out of here. So it can't move because it's hurt so much. So healing potion. That shit should work even if magic doesn't work. Yes, I asked the DM. So then I got the healing potion out, and there was a ghost staring at me 2 meters away, but it didn't seem to attack in 3 rounds. So I was like, okay, I mean, I tried to talk to it, it doesn't talk back, so I'll just assume it's okay with me helping that unicorn here, right? Huh? Yeah? The unicorn drank the healing potion. It was a greater healing potion that I stole from the previous end boss. Yes, I was quick in looting him while the others were still busy with other stuff. That's also where I got 9 gemstones from that I didn't tell them about. Yes, I'm a very asocial player. No, I'm a very asocial character. It's just Barty. It's not me, it's Barty. Yeah. He likes gemstones and healing potions. Yeah, so technically that belonged to the party, but I mean, I gave it to the unicorn. And then the unicorn got up. And then I asked it, can I ride on you? And the DM let me roll for animal handling. What did I do? Boom! Natural 20. So, 26. Because I'm good at animal handling, I can do that shit. So, the unicorn went down, and I got up, and I was riding a fucking unicorn. Yes, I was riding a unicorn today. That's what happened. We got out of the cage that the unicorn was in. I had to duck a bit, but we got out. We went to the others. The unicorn asked me telepathically if those are my friends, and I was like, yep, except for this one, pointing at the vampire guy. The unicorn helped us fight those creatures. First, it healed itself because that freaking unicorn can do magic here apparently. Pretty great. One of our guys was on the floor. It healed him because I told the unicorn to. Isn't that great? I mean, that's definitely better than if I would have come here with my freaking healing potion to heal him, because first of all, I would have gotten killed before I could even reach him, and second of all, it's just those 14 points that the greater healing potion would have healed him, the unicorn also healed 12, so that's perfectly fine. Like that's a good trade, you know, give and take. And then, because I didn't have anything else to do on my unicorn, I took my bow and arrows and I, you know, shot nothing because I'm shit at shooting. I don't know how to do that. I did throw a dagger though, that worked better. I hit a dog and made 3 damage. The unicorn, however, did better. It completely destroyed one of them with its hooves. That was nice, and I was riding it. It was so great. I was riding a freaking unicorn. Yeah. After we killed all the dogs, one guy was possessed by a ghost. We went out of there again because the possessed guy just left. The unicorn was just top with his horn, and he wasn't possessed anymore. He was back to normal. And then the unicorn also went to my vampire friend and told me he is sick. And I was like, I know. And he touched him with his horn and reverted the whole vampire thing. What? I mean, that was kind of boring. I would have really liked to keep him as a vampire, because although Barty really hates him being a vampire, I know that he likes being a vampire, but the unicorn just fucking healed him. It's just fucking, yeah. Okay. Yeah, anyway, that happened. So, yeah, I was pretty proud of myself. I actually contributed. Barty actually contributed. Because if he wouldn't have healed that unicorn, we would have probably died. Granted, the DM was probably very nice to me, because that ghost could have totally attacked me, but it didn't. If it would have possessed me, nothing I could have done. Also, could have killed me instantly. But that was nice. I was speaking to a unicorn and I freed a unicorn. Barty was absolutely ready to die trying to save this unicorn. He was like, my life is worth less than this creature. I need to try and save it. That was Barty's thinking, because I mean, he doesn't really have another purpose in life anyway. Yeah, so it was a really nice session. I was so happy that I freed a unicorn, because then afterwards the unicorn said it needs to rest. I asked it if it can come back if it's rested and help us with this, but it was like, no, I have other stuff to do, which I totally understand. You know, if you've been trapped for a while and you have a whole forest area or whatever to take care of, then yeah, you have stuff to do. And also, metagaming wise, this is just the DM telling us that where you're going, you don't need the unicorn. So I was like, thank you very much. I asked it for its name. But yeah, I was so happy that I saved the unicorn. I was like, alright, it's okay, I can die now. And I was even riding a unicorn. Imagine Barty on the unicorn with his bow shooting. It's great. Great story today. I loved it. The vampire guy did like it so much. Because he's not a vampire anymore. Kind of sad. But what does that teach us? Even if I split from the party, and even if the whole party told me, be useful for once, help us here, I still went with my strategy, because like that's what I do. I don't like fighting. I go out of the way. Fighting is not, I would just die if I go fight. Also, the next fight that's gonna happen, I'm not gonna really fight that guy, because now we're gonna fight the vampire boss. Yeah, what else did we learn? It is really important to know your backstory and know which languages you speak and know and inform yourself about the other creatures. I mean, for Barty it made sense, because he learned about, I can say that he learned this. He used to be a prince and he got good education, like literally about good stuff. Tomorrow in the session we'll probably die, but that's okay, because like I saved the unicorn. That's like, I can write that on my CV and then die. Barty can die now. He's happy. Like that was possibly the best thing he did in his life. Yeah. If he dies tomorrow or the next session, which is tomorrow. Yeah. Right, so I'm looking forward to the next sessions. You go get yourself a D&D campaign. It's just fun. And then make your backup and heal that unicorn.